Hello and good afternoon, everybody. I hope you guys are excited for the 4th episode of the Gaming Den. This show brings a lot of different topics and, hey, some entertainment as well that you might not see on the normal podcast you listen to. Hope you guys are ready, because I know we are. And with further ado, I am SheWulf, one host of today's episode, and let me hand it off to my other host.
Hey, what's up, everybody? What's up, SheWulf? How are you? Yeah, I'm ready to get in. I bet you are.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, we're kind of lazy mode today. Straight up, we just want to chill.
We are.
But yeah, I'm glad that we're doing the show. I missed Console Corner, and that kind of threw off my week a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
It did.
But
it did. And I'm sorry, guys,
yeah,
that we didn't have
I'm glad
Console
we're back.
Corner, but we got some, work going on and just some crazy real life stuff. So it's always the fun when you're trying to do podcasts.
Yeah, the family comes first though, so it's all good.
It
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Can't wait to get into these topics right now though.
I know, I'm so tired. So I hope you guys are ready to have a lazy day with us, because I'm pretty sure Fox is tired with me. So it's just one of them days you just don't want to get out of bed.
I thought you were gonna start singing, not gonna lie.
No,
Just one of those days.
That's you. If you'd like to take it away and start singing, be my guest. Be my guest.
It's all good.
I ain't doing it. It ain't happening here. So
One day it will happen and I'll record it for you guys.
Oh, that would be so awesome. All right. So usually at this point of the show, we actually show the insider on Real Gamers. But because this is the 4th episode, we would actually like to do what I thought would be interesting, and that is doing a monthly recap. So each 4th episode of every month, we are going to go back and talk about, the topics that we covered, whether they were games that were coming out soon and did we play them? Were they actually interesting? Or whether they were news. Was it right? Did they get it right? Or was the news complete utter fake crap? I think
Nice.
It works. I think it works.
I like the way you worded that.
I know, it was perfect. It was perfect. But so with that, one of the first things that I would like to recap was on the very first show. And of course, that is Fortnite. Now, me and Fox were graciously given stream. I'm not going to call them review codes.
Yeah.
Not like normal.
Stream code.
We were given a couple of stream codes to be allowed to play this game. Now, the first time I played it, I was actually playing it with Roby1 and Jez from Windows Central. I was playing with those two guys, which we had a blast. Make sure you guys go check out their Mixer channels, because they are hilarious to watch.
Yes, cool guys.
But then the next day, well, actually I think it was like 2 days later, Fox, we got her a code, and we were streaming it. Now, we didn't get to play together because there is a tutorial. Now, with this tutorial, it is a little bit long.
Yeah. Pretty time consuming.
It is. And okay, so my first question to you, Fox, is did you find that tutorial relevant?
Yes and no. So I'll say yes because I don't play games like that. So for me, everything that they were pointing out and stuff like that was new. So it was helpful to get used to the mechanics and the way the game plays.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, I found it informative, but then very tedious, and it just, after a while, very repetitive. So after a while, it's kind of like, okay, I want to get started. I get it. So I wish it would let you, like, I guess I wish the tutorial was in parts, and then it would let you skip over probably the last 2, like, sections. So you could go ahead and play with your friends, because I think that would have been more fun, rather than you waiting for me. So yeah.
Exactly. My thing when it comes to tutorials, and this is for any game, it's not just Fortnite, is when you offer a tutorial, you should have the option to actually go and do it if you want to understand exactly something.
Right.
or just be able to get into the game, especially when most of us actually play with friends. When it comes down to it, that's what most of us do if we're playing multiplayer games like this. We play it to play with our friends. And as we're going half the time, we're trial and error anyways. So you're jumping around learning things as you're going. So I would have preferred to have the option to go into a tutorial if I wanted to, but not actually forced to do it, because I just felt like I was wasting more time than actually getting in and enjoying the game. And I do find you were just kind of, like you said, you know, kind of just repeating things. And I did find parts of it just really had no relevancy at all.
Yeah. So it was a bit long. So I wish that they could have fixed that. But it was informative for me because I don't play games like that. So I did find it helpful in the beginning, especially when I was like, what's going on? What kind of game is this? So it was all kind of new to me. So yeah, I wish, and I know for a fact that we're going to play next week together and stuff like that when we live stream. But yeah, I wish that we could have played together yesterday for sure.
I definitely agree. And all right, so moving on to the actual gameplay of Fortnite.
Right.
Now, I did get to play a few rounds, and obviously, you know, you played with random people, I would assume. Now, playing with the random people, for me personally, was kind of off, because you obviously have objectives and you have bonuses that you have to do as you're trying to run around to build the fort around what you're trying to protect. Whether it's a giant core or at one point in time we had to protect a van. But the problem I had was there's 4 people. Now it is 4 co-op, and I had one person who was there helping me build. But then I had 2 other people that I had no idea what the hell they were doing. And none of us were in party chat. And even getting them to be in party chat just didn't go anywhere. Like, I would go into game chat and be like, hey, hello, but nobody replied. So I don't know if they didn't have mics or just
that's the thing
bother.
That's something I was gonna ask you. If this game has game chat, right? Because when I went on game chat, nobody was talking. And obviously, I was in a party, but I got off the party when you left. But nobody was talking. So I'm like, okay, this game needs communication, and there isn't any. So I assumed that they were in their own party.
See, that's what I was... that's something I guess we're going to have to test next week, is we're going to have to go in and actually see if we can hear each other talk, or if you're literally just talking and nothing's actually coming up. Because if that is the case, that is one of the worst possible things for this game, because you need, like you said, you need that communication. Because when, you know, you have to get the blue goo stuff to actually activate these cores. And if someone's not, like, if someone looks like they're running around, then, you know, you'll have your other teammates just standing there waiting for them, even though they may not even actually be doing that. They could be, like, collecting wood or doing whatever, and you have no idea what they're doing if people can't talk. And even when the zombies come and stuff, the zombies don't come just in a line. They do come from different parts of the map, and you don't know who's going where if nobody can talk. But I literally I literally stood around for, I think, like 10 minutes just waiting to find out what the heck everybody was doing. Like, me and this other guy, we already like had everything ready, and we could have activated it to start the rounds. But we didn't know where the heck the other 2 were and what they were doing. But then, that's not even the only problem. Another issue we had was building. There is bonuses in this game. So if you want more points, which then gives you obviously more rewards, is you have to do these bonuses as they're given. And one of them is to build a certain structure with only a certain amount of pieces. And the one group that I had, they actually overbuilt, so we lost that bonus. Because there was literally no communication. Nobody was actually saying, hey, hold on, I'm putting this piece here, so can you guys put this piece here, and then we have to stop. No, everyone just started building.
Yeah, you definitely need communication for that.
Yeah.
Especially when I think you could change each other's stuff. So, like, if somebody puts a door or a window or a trap or something, I think I could change that. Like, I could take it off. Yeah, so, like, communication is key, definitely. Did you ever get to play with Jess and Roby 1?
Yeah, I played with the 2 of them.
Oh, nice.
Roby's like, oh, it's gonna take you 36 hours to. Well, first it was like 12 hours, and then it was a 36-hour tutorial, and then I beat it in an hour or less than an hour. So thought that
mine was an hour or so.
It was funny.
Yeah.
We were like, wow, that doesn't really work. But no, I did end up playing, and they had the whole structure built, so I literally didn't have to build anything, but I did get to help defend, and it was crazy.
Ah, you were there as backup. Nice.
Yeah, I was their backup, and I did like how the structures are built. Like, you can literally build, like, okay, so the way you could do things is either build a structure just around the core, or you could build things around, say, like sniper towers and whatever else to help defend the cores that you are trying to, like, to protect. But you still have to watch, because you don't know where the zombies are going to be coming from. So you do have to kind of, like, cover all of your bases, which I thought was really interesting. And then, of course, the heroes. You get several different heroes, which you can actually unlock skins, so your characters don't actually look like everybody else's characters, which I thought was really neat too.
Yeah, definitely. I like that. That's good to know, because when I started, my match with all the randoms were all the same person. And I was like, oh, like, that's, I didn't like that. I was like, why are we all the same person? Why can't they have a dude and I have a chick? Or random characters. I thought you get random character drops right off the beginning, but apparently you start with the same person? I don't know.
No, there is, like, I think there's like 5 or 6 different ones when you first start, but a lot of them, it depends on the skills that they're given. And I find a lot of people seem to stick with particular skills, like, it's like the Outlander, the ninja, and then there's, like, there's
soldier.
Yeah, there's soldier, and then they have, separate different forms of
those.
Yeah, and that's where I think people kind of, they stick to, like, just the main ones. Like, I always pick ninja, because, like, one, I haven't seen anybody actually play as a ninja, and I love the fact that she's got a sword. And as you get skins, they can do different things. Like, the skins can actually have different abilities than what the base ones have. So that's also a cool feature I thought was as well. I think as the game starts to progress and more people start playing it, you will actually get more people picking different characters as they unlock different things.
Oh yeah, well, I played with a whole bunch of newbies like me, so we all were using the same, like, tutorial character and stuff, so that's probably why. I think I did get some other characters or skins or something, but I didn't go through that because I just wanted to get into the game, so that's obviously, like, my, defense on that.
Yeah.
But I do want to, when I go back in there, I am going to mess with all those things. I do find that the menu is, like, I don't know, like, so cluttered. So I have to, so it's just so much, and I'm like, where do okay, so I feel like I have to try really hard just to find what I'm looking for, and I feel like there's so much in the menu area where I don't even know. Like, one point I was like, oh, I have to unlock this, and I think it was a piñata, and then a couple of minutes later I went back into the menu and I was like, oh wait, I have more things.
You don't want a piñata?
Yes, I had like 3 of them, so...
Yeah.
I like how you grabbed that from a different game. That's awesome.
I was every time I hear piñata, I always think of, like, We Happy Few and how she says the piñata. I was like,
yes, I love that video.
It is. It's great. It is. But overall, though, I have to say, like, the menu, the menu is way too all over the place. There's literally like menus inside of menus.
Yes, and I'm like, what the fuck? I can't. I get overwhelmed.
I know. It's like, because, like, you're crafting, you literally have to, like, go into your crafting, but into your crafting you have to go into your like, it makes so much stupid, like, there's way too many menus. Fortnite, if anyone's, I doubt anyone's listening, but if by some chance there is, you need to fix those menus and kind of, like, dull them down a little bit, because, or even
simplify it.
Let's go like this. We're going to tell you, dumb them down a little bit, because you're literally, like, you have menus inside of menus inside of menus.
Yeah, I'm not thinking all that.
No, I know, it's too all over the place.
Yeah, it's a bit off-putting, and I know that sounds, like, cheesy, or, like, it's such a little simple thing to, like, not like, but I'm not used to playing games like that, so I do get overwhelmed, and I'm like, I just want to play and shoot people and survive and play like Horde mode, but it's not like Horde mode because you get so much more options. So it is different for me because I don't play games where I have to craft and build, and all that in one setting. So,
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. All right.
But I do like it. I do like it though.
I agree.
Overall, it's fun gameplay. Even if I did play with randoms, it was really cool. And I can't wait to play with my friends because I know it would be way better than what I've already experienced.
I definitely agree. Fortnite was definitely a fun game, and I am glad that they released it on the Xbox and
Yeah, and everybody's talking
PlayStation
about it.
and
A lot of
PC.
people like it.
It is on all the
It's
consoles,
everywhere.
guys. It is.
It's everywhere.
It is. It is definitely not just on Xbox. Okay, so now another thing that we got to try, which actually released the same date as Fortnite, which was July 25th, was the Titanfall 2 Horde mode. Now this we also got to try as well, but this we actually got to play together. And
Yeah.
so, do you think that the Titanfall 2 Horde mode did actually bring something new to Titanfall, or do you think it was just something that they just threw in there, just throw in there?
No, I think it brings something more to the game. Definitely now. If it was more simple, like I think how the first one was, then I would have said that. Like they're just throwing it in there for the fact of just having a different mode. But so many more things that they've added to this. So it is better, and it gives you a reason to go back into the game, I think. Well, obviously we did, and we had fun, especially in our first match.
Yeah, they
So.
definitely have to watch their maps because that was. Oh yeah, actually that's a really good point to throw out there before about Fortnite. If you're confused, like if you're conflicted about buying this game, it is actually going to be free to play in 2018. So pretty much you're just paying to play it early. That's all you're really doing. Then the game's
Yes.
gonna come out free. So
You're paying for a beta
pretty much
because it literally says closed beta
Yeah.
on it. So,
Yeah.
yeah, up to you guys. Like my advice to go like back to the Fortnite thing, to my advice to you guys is check out people streaming it. Talk to your friends about it, and that's how you'll know like if you want to check it out, if you're interested or anything like that. Don't just go in there and buy the game and play by yourself because you might not enjoy it like that. So, yeah, just
Exactly.
definitely look into it. And hey, if you want to wait for next year, then that's fine too.
Very true. But okay, so back to Titanfall 2 Horde mode though. So overall, I actually thought that this was a really good add into this game because a lot of people have had issues, me especially, with the multiplayer because of the fact that it is like you might as well just be playing Call of Duty, either Infinite Warfare or Black Ops 3 because that's all Titanfall 2 multiplayer really feels like. But this Horde mode, I do find it actually gave it something else because you have so much going on that you have to work with your team to get these rounds completed. Now, yes, I do find that the maps were horribly chosen because, like, that one map we had, like, yes, I love the map from Titanfall 1, but
Yep.
that was the worst place you could have possibly put the friggin' sphere thing that you have to protect because, oh my god, like, you literally
Oh my
stuck it
God.
up in, like, they literally put it on a friggin' giant pillar and then
Yep.
everything was able to hit it. Like, there was 19 Titans that we had to destroy. And they could stand at, like, each end of the map and just shoot towards the damn thing and shoot it. Like, really? Really?
Yeah, I agree. But I could also say that maybe it's the fact that it is a remastered map that's why it feels off. Maybe.
No, I think
Maybe.
they could have stuck it at, like, one of the other ends on
But
the
that's the
ground,
thing.
and it
They were
would've
like,
worked.
oh, let's just throw this mode into a remastered map, and they just threw it in there. That they didn't really plan it out. That's what I'm saying. And then with the newer maps, they actually probably were like, I don't know. I feel like they might be bigger, so they put them in a certain area where you could defend better. I don't know. It was weird. I didn't like the second map that we played. That was a remastered map. I changed my Titan and everything. Like I tried to change my guns, my Titan, and we were just stuck. And I didn't like that.
Yeah, it was the worst spot, and there was too many bombs. Like, way too many bombs. But
Oh, those little guys. As soon as you
yes,
spawn down on the ship and you get on the ground, the little guys there blow you up. I didn't like
they
that.
literally had them sitting in spawn, like, in the spawn spots. Like, that was probably the worst thing that Titanfall needs to fix, is the fact that you shouldn't have bombs that go and sit where, like, people spawn. Like, that's just, like, the worst thing ever, because they're insta-kill.
Also, let us jump off the ship whenever we want. That would be cool.
Yeah, I would have preferred that instead of having to, like, stay in there. And,
because it always drops you in the same spot, so
yeah.
I would have preferred if I could choose to jump, and then who knows, I could land on top of a Titan and like mess him up that way.
Exactly.
That would be cool.
That would be a cool idea. But overall, I do think that it's a cool feature, and it's probably something I'll be playing quite a bit of, especially for streaming stuff, because it was a fun mode to bring, and it is crazy when everything gets coming and like starts attacking.
You're like, there's 10 freaking Titans coming at us, and I'm like, oh,
there
okay.
was 10 Titans at once coming at us, and it was insane.
Yeah,
but it was great.
That was cool. Yeah,
it was like really,
I agree.
really awesome. And I was like, well, you know, if they can fix the small things, which they could, it literally just came out on the 25th, so there could be updates to like fix some of the things. And if they can fix the little like bugs and stuff in it, it could be like a really, really fun Horde mode. So
yeah, so I think it adds to it to the point where you could jump back in there and check it out. I'm looking forward to trying different maps as well. Hopefully they're not all like that one map that we played.
I know. Alright, so
but yeah,
let's quickly jump into another game that actually released a beta, which of course is Destiny 2. We had the beta for that, which Fox, would you like to say out the article that you had found?
Oh, about the first Destiny?
Yes.
Well, okay, peeps, this is it. The last two events are happening on the Destiny game, the first Destiny game. So, after this, they're done with the Destiny game. Obviously, they're still going to release that DLC that's people are waiting for, but the second game will be out by then. But these two events will be Iron Banner. I want to say Iron Banana so bad. And Trials of Osiris. So Iron Banner comes out next week for the last time. And I'm definitely gonna be playing that. So yeah, the article just talks about how, the last two events are happening, and how this is the last time we'll see them in the first Destiny, and they pointed that out specifically because these two events might come back on the second one. We don't know when though.
Yeah.
So Iron Banana is pretty awesome. It's obviously just PvP, different modes they've had, but my favorite was Control, and they even had it back in the beta when it first came out. So like I said, that's coming out next week, and I will be definitely playing that for the last time because I really enjoyed that. It's more competitive. It's tougher to play on there. And then Trials of Osiris, which is even harder. That one has 3 versus 3, and that one will be out the following week.
Yeah. So pretty much we can say that Destiny 1 is kaput.
Yes, it's done. These are the last two events. Especially these are fan favorites. These two, specifically, they've had other events as well, but those are not coming back, like SRL and stuff like that they've had before.
Yeah, but if they're going to release in Destiny 2, then that's okay, because Destiny 2 is releasing in September, and that's literally right around the corner. So if they're going to stop it in Destiny 1, that does suck for people who are really, really invested in Destiny 1. But, I'm pretty sure majority of those people are all going to buy Destiny 2, because after playing the beta, it was actually pretty interesting. So I know. We had a long debate last week about whether or not you actually...
Stay tuned.
If you want,
stay tuned till later. I'll tell you who won. But besides that though, like, this is the thing. This is the last time that we're gonna play Iron Banner like this, because it won't be the same in the second one for sure. I know that. Yeah. Whether they're gonna change a couple things here and there, whether they're gonna give you different bounties here and there, I don't know. But it won't be the same. You're not gonna have 6v6 craziness going on. So this the last event I'm playing for sure. because that's the last time I want to play Iron Banana like that. So I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna probably stream it and stuff like that. I'm gonna try.
That is true.
Just for
True.
the last go around. I'll miss you, Crucible. You were amazing. No longer anymore, but you know, we'll see. We'll see how the second one goes.
Yeah, and so another recap for everybody is Agony still has no release date, which is kind of disappointing. I really wanted to see that game come out, but there's still no news on that game. I know, you don't like the whole horror style games, but it was still going to be a really interesting game, and there is still no release dates on that game, so that kind of sucks. Kind of sucks, if you ask me. But alright guys, so let's get into something that I know maybe some of you guys might have been waiting for, and of course that is the quiz. So, are you ready? 'Cause 3, 2, 1, go. Alright guys, so we are back. There you have it. There's the quiz. Congrats to Dirty J for winning last week. We will have the winner of this week's on the show next week.
Yes.
So
that was a hell of a quiz.
It was.
I think we stumped some people. I'm just being honest.
I think we did. Crap, I love how they answer it like after the fact. You can't answer it after the fact. But anyway.
Crappy, you're way off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. That's alright. Alright, so speaking of games, let's get into a couple of games that we had a couple of people who actually asked us to talk about these games. If there is a game that you think should get a little more hype than what it actually does, then make sure you guys tweet us. So starting this one is Gigantic. It is a free-to-play strategy hero shooter video game developed by independent game studios. It was published by Perfect World Entertainment. This game actually came out in 2015 as a beta. It then fully released on Steam, Xbox One, Windows 10 on July 20th, 2017. There's a total of 19 heroes that you can play. Teams of 5 players must unite along with the magical behemoth known as the Guardian. Which, we actually played this game. We actually did play this game. And
Well, I know for a fact that you played it. I tried to join you. I had issues. And then later on, I played it by myself.
Oh, I thought you did join in with us.
I tried, but I remember I was just sitting there like, I can't move. It's not working. Remember that?
All right. Well, you still got to,
it's all good.
You still got to play it in general, so you still were able to try this. So for the people who haven't played this game, you pick your hero, much like say Overwatch or Paladins,
Right.
and then but the difference is you have to protect your Guardian. As you're going, the other team can either attack your Guardian, or if they get to a certain point, their Guardian will actually come over and take a hit on your Guardian, or vice versa, where, you know, their Guardian can come and attack them. So it can go both ways, like, and that's where it mainly comes down to, is pretty much like you're protecting your Guardians and you're working towards, you know, obviously beating your other team. But it is a shooter, skill-based kind of game, and I don't know, I had fun playing it when it released. I believe we actually played it back in 2016, so...
Yeah, I think so.
I believe so.
I tried to join you and GKB. I forgot somebody else was in there, but I forgot who it was.
We had quite a few different people.
Yeah. I don't know, it's just... The thing is, the game is interesting. I feel like it was in beta forever, though.
Mm-hmm.
That's one thing.
Well, it
so I'm
was
glad
in
it's
game
finally...
preview. Like, it was in the game preview on Xbox for the longest time.
Yes. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it felt like. The whole game was just a giant beta. But yeah, it was weird. When I did play it, I felt mostly confused, probably because I don't play games like that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and the closest
Overwatch,
thing...
though.
Yeah, I would say the closest thing I can compare it to is Overwatch, but Overwatch isn't like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as strategy. I feel like this one has way more strategy in it.
Yeah.
And planning and teamwork. And this Overwatch, you could play it either way, where you could get strategic with it, or you could just go in there and treat it like a shooter. Like, I'm just gonna go in there and kick butt and change characters every 2 seconds, because you could do that. This game is kind of like you stick with that one character, I think, the whole time, and you gotta run with your team and stuff. I did feel confused most of the time. I was like, where am I going? What am I doing? How do I use this character? Because you do have, like, these bars on the top that you have to keep track of.
Yeah.
They have one for your power-ups, your... what's it called?
Your Guardian?
Stamina. They have a bar for your stamina as well, and I was like, what? Yeah. So, like, I'm not used to all those, like, tiny details and stuff.
Yeah.
So you do have to run together. You can't just go over there and do your own thing and be like, I'm just gonna kick butt and, you know, forget the point, the objective. You can't do that. So I think that was my first time playing MOBA, now that I think about it.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was I thought it was a really interesting game, and I like the fact that, you know, you still have to strategize, and you still have to obviously keep your Guardian alive over theirs. So you're trying to defeat 5 other players, but at the same time trying to defeat a giant Guardian. And I did like the maps. It does have that bright, vibrant colors.
Yeah, it looks nice.
To the heroes, which I find is kind of funny, because they say, like, heroes, but some of them kind of look more like villains than they do heroes. But
yeah,
whatever. Overall, though, I do love the color and where they brought the details of this game, and I just thought it brought something different to your standard shooter game. So it was actually a game I did like playing.
Yes, it is different. You do have different characters that have different abilities. They do different things. They play differently.
Mm-hmm. And you like
I like... Yes, yeah, you could do that. And I do like that you could pick the same character, but they look differently, so they do have different skins for each character.
Mm-hmm.
And they do stand out. Like, they have bright colors, like you said. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
I like the art style in the game. It's very cartoony. It feels like you're playing a Disney game, but it's not. So it does feel like that. Yeah.
That is a good point.
But it's just not my type of game, though. Like, I don't see myself picking it up again, unless we're specifically like, oh, we're gonna talk about it and we're gonna play it together, or we're gonna stream it together. Then I'm like, okay, I'll jump in. But, like, if I gotta go out of my way, I'd rather go play something else, like Overwatch or something else that's similar, but just more simpler, I guess.
That's true. There's obviously...
Plus, I do like the first-person shooter style of Overwatch compared to this. This is third-person.
Yeah, third-person I always find is weird when it comes to shooters, but it is neat just to see what your character does and everything. Like, there is obviously a very a wide variety of playable heroes that you can choose from, and like you said, there is like their abilities and everything else that they're able to do. So it does make the game interesting, and it is one to at least check out. It is free to play, so why not? There's, you know,
Yeah.
you could end up liking it, or at least it could just be an experience just to have, you know, something different from your normal shooters.
Yeah. I do know that they have to work on their balancing and stuff because there is times
Yeah.
where you got newbies going against like a whole team of, you know, veterans, and that's not good. So they do have to work on balancing. So I've heard about that.
Yeah.
Over on the PC side, I've heard about their issues with like game chat and stuff like that, and how they have the little chat on the side, and it's just constant like horrible, you know, like you better go kill yourself, and you better like, wow, why?
Yeah,
Why do
I
people
heard
do
that
that?
too.
Very toxic people sometimes. I don't understand
It's a game
it.
that
Just
shouldn't
play the
be
game.
violent like that, but it's violent.
So, yeah, it's not that serious, people. Calm
Well,
down.
no, you're supposed to be violent in the game, not verbally out of the game.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's unnecessary.
Yeah, but it is what it is.
But yeah, they need to still work on a couple little things, even though they're off beta now.
Yeah, I agree. Definitely a lot more bugs that they need to fix, balancing issues, but that seems to be an issue in a lot of shooter games. It is interesting that they do actually call this a strategy hero shooter video game, instead of obviously a MOBA type style game. But you know,
Right.
everyone has their own genre, and I guess that's where they put this one. So it works. But speaking of another game preview for Xbox.
Oh.
Yeah, we
Easy
also
mode.
have one that we were asked to talk about, which is The Long Dark. Now, this one is a thoughtful exploration survival experience that challenges solo players to think for themselves as they explore the expanse frozen wildness in the aftermath of a disaster. Now, that does sound cool. Obviously, there is no zombies, guys. There is no zombies. So this is
I like how you wrote that in the notes.
Yes, I did. There is no zombies.
That's funny.
There's only you, the cold, and the threat of Mother Nature, which is actually kind of neat because that is something that would obviously be more realistic that could happen in this day and age over zombies, obviously. Everyone, I'm sure, would love to have a zombie apocalypse, but...
No? What's wrong with you people?
But overall...
This ain't no Walking Dead. Yeah, go ahead.
But overall, it is really Mother Nature that could actually destroy the world all on her own. Because, you know, we could have the polar caps melt and we all get a huge flood. Or, you know, everything freeze over, another ice age. You know, there is obviously things that could happen. So this is another take on a survival. And now, it actually first came out September 22nd, 2014. It was developed by Hinterland Studios. Then, the alpha version later launched on the Xbox One. When was it? Back in June 15, 2015. But I later then found out, which I thought was kind of neat, that it will actually be launching on the PlayStation 4 on August 1st.
Oh.
So I thought that was kind of cool because this game actually was one of the first 2 launch titles associated with Microsoft's game preview program, and I thought that was actually really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome. That finally PlayStation gets to experience it. It does suck that they don't have that option to have a, you know, preview game, a beta and stuff like that, because I know the Steam has their own version of that as well. So it does suck that they don't get to have, like, I guess, early access to it and check it out and help give feedbacks to developers, but whatever. That's Sony. They do their own thing. So at least now they get to have the game and check it out. Overall, it does sound like a creepy game. I'm not gonna lie.
So
There doesn't need to be monsters for me to be creeped out, just being honest.
That's true. So I'm assuming you haven't played this game. I haven't personally played this game, but I have thought about picking it up because I do really like the art style. It has like almost a wash painting comic book kind of look to it, which I thought was really neat. And a lot of the times, you know, obviously there's snow coming down and you're cold, and there's obviously, you know, bears and wolves and, you know, a lot of Mother Nature's stuff that you have to deal with. And I thought it would be like, I thought it was a really neat game for how they interpreted something different into a survival mode instead of just your average zombies or, you know, space or whatever like that. So
Yes, yes. It is weird because it does, from all the gameplay and stuff that I've seen of it, I can totally see you like being interested in testing this out. But then again, you do have the whole survival aspect of it where you have to eat, you have to keep yourself warm and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, I don't know if she will wants
I
to
would
mess with all that
die.
hot mess.
Honestly, I would, trying to keep myself warm, I would probably die. There was like one of those other game preview ones that it was actually like space or some, or well, not space, but like you landed on a planet or something. And I died of hypothermia. I don't know how many times. Like, I could not get myself warm, even though I started fires and everything like that. I literally couldn't do anything, and I was so annoyed. So annoyed. Yeah. So now, actually staking me where I'm cold all the time and I have to stay warm, I don't know how I would do, but it would be interesting.
That's surprising for you to say. This game is in Canada. I'm like, hey, your hometown.
I'm cold basically here in Florida. Living in Canada
that doesn't make any sense at all. You don't make no sense. SheWulf is her human popsicle.
Yeah, pretty much.
But yeah, the game seems interesting. Like you said, it looks nice, like artistically, like it looks pretty. It has its moments where like the sunset's going down and it looks really nice. You can see your breath in the snow. That's cool, like little details. But you do have to like be careful like how much wood and stuff and supplies you carry because your character gets tired. Yes. So that sucks. And then you do have to worry about like when you start a fire if you should waste, a certain match or if you should eat that like now or later.
Whether or not you're going to provoke the animals around you, which is
where
what I was saying about wolves and bears, where wolves and bears would obviously be attracted by
bears,
like, food. Well, yeah, they get attracted by food and the light and all that kind of stuff. So you have to watch that as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's mad creepy. Also, it does from the gameplay I saw, it does seem like a walking simulator sometimes. Yes. Not just a survival game.
I do notice most of these survival games are more or less walking simulators because you do, in reality of things, you do have to just pretty much walk to where you need to get to, but survive in the meantime.
Okay, so yeah, basically, it is a walking simulator and a survival game. And I feel like if someone plays this, they're gonna be like, just pondering about life. And like what, like I don't know. It doesn't seem like, hey, I'm having fun. This is cool. It just seems like you're gonna be questioning life the whole time. Like, what is the point of life? Should I even do this? Like, I don't know. It's kind of weird.
See that. I see more or less like people who like who actually plan like bug out stuff. This would be like the perfect game for them, because then they could like sit there and try to survive and actually see if they could do it in like the wilderness and stuff. It'd be interesting.
You're gonna be questioning life. I'm telling you, this game is like therapeutic.
It is not
it's gonna have you question. I'm just saying from what I saw in the gameplay, I was like,
we're gonna have to get Fox's game so that she can stream it, so that we can see if she's gonna sit and only think about life and what the whole meaning of life is.
Yep, and try to survive. And should I even light this match? Should I even eat this food?
Yeah, see,
go to the next location.
I wouldn't have that issue.
Scavenge.
I would personally not have to worry about that because I would end up dying within like the first 10 minutes of being cold. That I wouldn't need to think about pondering life.
Oh, that's sad. That's so sad, SheWulf. I'm over here like trying to get deep, and I'm like, this game's gonna have you think. And SheWulf is like, yeah, I'm just gonna die as soon as I start.
So I'll be cold.
I'm just gonna freeze to death.
I'll die.
Like what the fuck?
So. It won't take me long. It's too great.
But yeah, the game is out now, right? It's not in preview no more. So yeah, check it out, peeps.
Yeah, make sure you guys check it out. And I don't know if they have a demo of it. I would really like to see games bring back demos, but
I think they had a trial. I don't know if they do anymore. But they might have a trial for it.
That's true. They might. I know a lot of the game preview program stuff has a lot of them have like you said, trials, so who knows, guys, try it out. Maybe it might be interesting if they still have it. I meant to check that,
Maybe,
but I didn't.
maybe you'll have some deep thoughts. I don't know.
Or you'll just die in the first 5 minutes and not have to have deep thoughts.
Oh god, I hope not.
Oh, wow. But alrighty, so with that, that is the games, couple games that we were asked to talk about. If you guys have any games that you guys would like us to talk about that you don't think gets enough hype, just message us on Twitter and we will try to get to them. Next up on the roster we have, of course, is the Versus. Welcome everyone to the pack battle
ding,
where
ding, ding.
Fox and myself go head to head in a gaming debate. Where we either pick a topic from you guys that you guys brought up, or it's just one that we decided would be funny to talk about, and hear Fox's long rants just like she did on Destiny. So,
it was worth it. It was worth it.
I don't know about that. But, alright, so this week we're actually going to be talking Mario versus Sonic. Now, this one is pretty interesting, so we'll let Fox take it away.
Hey, what's up everybody? Get ready for this versus mode. Quick reminder, if you didn't know, I won last week. Yeah, baby! So, yeah, a lot of people really like that Destiny rant. I don't know, man. It happened. It was natural. But yes, this week we're gonna be talking about Mario versus Sonic. And, of course, no surprise to anyone, I'm on the Sonic side. Are you shocked?
Of course! Because apparently I think Sonic is for little kids.
Ah, damn it. See, now I'm leaving. Now you have just insulted me. This debate is over. Yeah, I'm going to cancel it. I'm done.
Wow, that was a quick win. Thank you, everyone. I will appreciate
she won by default.
That title and my trophy for winning this quick debate in literally less than 2 seconds of the show. Anyways.
All right. So I'm gonna get real. All right. So Sonic is fast. That's it, right? I win. No. All right. So
Mario has like speed buffs that make him fast. So
nah. Get out of here. We're not gonna talk about your mushrooms yet. I'm still talking about Sonic. So the boy is naturally
loves magic mushrooms. Like really.
For different reasons. SheWulf for different reasons. So yes, Sonic is fast naturally. Awesome dude. He's best friends with a fox. Should I end it there? You have something in common with Sonic.
Is he technically a fox?
Yes.
He's got like several tails. And besides,
Two-tail fox.
Mario has Yoshi. Like Yoshi's like the awesomest thing in the world.
Yeah, that's cute. That's cute. But in all seriously, Sonic is like pure nostalgia for me. I've been playing Sonic games since I was like 6 or something like that, since I can remember. And that's really what got me into gaming, was playing Sonic on the Sega with my brothers. So that was really fun. And so it has a special place in my heart because I played more Sonic games when I was younger than I did Mario games, so that's why I care about that character more. And I did play on the Sega more often than I did on the Nintendo, even though Duck Hunt was the shit. When people do talk about Sega though, they always think about Sonic. They're always like hand in hand. Everybody has tried a Sonic game if they owned any kind of Sega consoles. And speaking of Sega, Sonic has lived and surpassed the Sega console. Rest in peace, Sega. You didn't make it all the way through life. You got stomped. But it's okay because Sonic lived on. So he lives past the system where he started. And basically, you could play Sonic on any console now. You could play him on mobile, on, Xbox, PlayStation, and even on Nintendo. So there's even times where Sonic... There's even times where Sonic has infiltrated Mario games because he's that damn awesome. So, don't try to lie and say...
he's doing so badly that he has to make guest appearances.
Yeah, he's so relevant. He's amazing. There's so many types, so many styles of Sonic games, and you don't have to worry about keeping Nintendo alive by having Mario. Sonic lives past that, so he's on anything, and everybody knows who Sonic is.
No, he's not good enough to keep his system alive, so he had to move to other systems where Mario can actually stay original and hold his brand to make the name.
What?
Yeah.
I can't believe that you would make such accusations.
No, it is perfectly. Especially
Everybody
for
loves
the
Sonic.
fact-
They love playing him on
they
any console.
don't.
I am so happy that I can play
Please,
Sonic on
anybody can run
Xbox.
around and
Can
pick
you
up
play
coins.
Mario on Xbox? I don't think so.
No, because he's too good to be on other systems. That he stays original.
So
to
you
his
have to buy a
brand.
Nintendo just to play Mario? Just like one game? Come on, that sucks. When you
Please.
can have
Okay,
Sonic
first
on
off,
whatever system you want. So if you prefer PlayStation, you could play him on PlayStation. Whatever, that's fine.
Okay.
Why? Because he loves all the consoles, and it is what it is.
Came well before Sonic. Came well before
What?
Sonic.
Who's talking about came first? Ain't nobody talking about that. We're talking about who's better. Sonic is better.
Shut up for a minute. First off,
no, I have to read my tweets, girl.
No, no, because you're going like way too long here. You're like ranting more about yourself.
I have good points. I have good points, and you know this. All right. So the first tweet I'm going to read out is from Crap Gamer. Shout out to him. He's in the chat. He said, "I have to go with Sonic. I think Mario games get more love, but I've always preferred Sonic games, dating back to the Genesis era." And I completely agree with him on that because I feel the same way. I do believe that Mario got way more love. And then the next tweet I'll read is from Sam on Twitter as well. He said, "Sonic all day." You heard me. I said all day. I grew up with his games, plus I've just about played every one of his games. So he's played like a lot of different games. I probably haven't played them all, but I played a lot of Sonic games, more than Mario games. So yeah, those are the two tweets I'm gonna read out. Shout out to those guys and everyone else who commented and tweeted at us.
So,
yeah.
All right. It's time to talk about our good friend Mario because, of course, first off, he came first. He first appeared in Donkey Kong in 1981, so he's much older than friggin' Sonic, who apparently just can dislocate his legs and just run and chase coins all day long. Where Mario has actually advanced with the times and actually continues to grow, where his games actually improve with more detail, more things to do.
Same with Sonic.
More maps.
Yeah, same with Sonic.
No,
right.
It hasn't. Please.
Yep.
It is still the same 2D running around chasing coins. Where Mario actually is going into now, what, New York and Egypt and everything with Mario Odyssey. And
yeah, but Sonic has had a game just like that.
Yeah,
but anyway, go ahead.
Apparently, he's not very good because he still can't even sell a brand. He is some no-name game where most of the new generations don't even actually know who Sonic is, but they do well know who Mario is.
Yeah, because everybody has a Nintendo, and Sonic is in there as well.
Do you hear people talk about him? No. They talk about Mario because, of course, Mario actually has games that actually make an appearance, who actually make things known. And I have to actually agree with the tweets that I was given, and one being from Worrywart, who actually says that Mario has his own identity and is much like Mickey Mouse, who is still relevant in this day and age. And I completely agree with that because, well, Mario is still well known, he still has games going, and he still sells millions. Where's Sonic? Oh, right. Appearing on Mario games, because, that's what we do is guest shows.
No, I'm telling you, girl.
He infiltrates. It's my turn to go.
He infiltrates. No, you talk at the same time as me.
We are now going to mute her, where you guys can't actually hear her talking because she's going to keep going.
Games, he's that damn good, and he has a new game coming out soon. I'm getting that shit. It's coming out next month.
I'm sure it's still gonna be the standard 2D anyways. But my second tweet does come from Be Positive, who says Mario hands down, especially Mario in Mario 64, better platform, better levels, and better soundtrack. Sonic can't pull off 3D, but Mario can. Enough said. Sonic is still way too back in the day and age. And he literally can just stay there because Sonic has not really...
Has anybody not played... I mean, come on. Sonic Generations. And he has amazing 3D games as well. So I don't know why people act like only Mario has that. Sonic has done it just as well.
Wow.
So, and Mario 64 is overhyped. People overhype that game. It does not.
Mr. Drax actually makes perfectly good points. Mario jumps, Sonic rolls. Mario grows, Sonic rolls. Mario throws fireballs, Sonic rolls. And I can go on and on and on. Would you like me to tell you, what does Sonic do? He rolls. He picks up coins. Yay for Sonic. Good for him. Mario is actually growing with the times. So
Mario picks up coins, and Sonic picks up rings. But, you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. I played both of these games. I know. I know what they do.
Yeah, so do I. And guess what? It still does the exact same thing over and over again.
Yeah, they both do that. They've both done the same thing for how many years now? It doesn't matter who came first.
Grown where Sonic hasn't.
It has.
No,
I have played recent games. Yes, it has. It has so many different style of Sonic games, and you can play them wherever platform you want. Sonic is better.
Well, yeah,
it has lived past the Sega. Period. I'm done.
He did not surpass Sega. Sega doesn't make
he surpassed
systems anymore,
Sega,
which means
Sonic
is
Sega system died. Sonic is so cool. He kept going.
No, he didn't. He pretty much has to like live off of other consoles, where Mario literally was able to grow Nintendo and keep Nintendo alive.
Okay, he's still on Nintendo though, and Sonic is everywhere, so it's way better.
Brand, so why would he need to go elsewhere? Hello, that makes no sense whatsoever. But this one could keep going.
This one got too heated.
Definitely,
this one got.
Well, you get heated on everything, so.
No, not true. Not true.
Really?
I
Shall
completely.
we go back to Destiny 2's rant and see what your opinions were on there? Yes.
No, I'll give you props on that one for sure.
Gets heated. All right. So, with that being said, remember these are just friendly debates. They literally have no actual hold on either of us. We are still friends. If you guys have a topic that you guys would like to hear Fox obviously rant about, because she is the one that does the rants, make sure you tweet us on Twitter at 4GamingDen, and who knows, maybe we'll pick your topic and you'll hear us go back and forth, or at least Fox try to yell at me for it.
No, I won't. I love you. And also, thank you to everyone who did tweet at us. Wow, there's a lot of fucking Mario fans out there. Not gonna lie, you guys, you didn't make it easy for me again. That's all I'm saying.
But remember,
guys,
I
found the way. I found the way.
Well, I just want to say this one thing. Just remember, guys, if you are gonna tweet, make sure you put which one you pick, but why. We won't read yours off if you don't put why you chose that side. So
yes,
I
mentioned that last time when I was like, hey, you guys, you gotta put something more than just pass. Come on.
I just want to make it clear. So with that, we're now going to jump into the deals. So Fox, take it away.
All right, cool. So I found some deals for you guys, and these are our dual deals. So this time around, I'm going to throw some multiple things at you, because last time I had a lot of games for you guys to check out. So this time around, especially over on the PlayStation side, in the PlayStation Store, you could pick up the Battlefield 1 and Titanfall 2 bundle. Really good deal, $48. So that's digitally in the PlayStation Store. Another game they have in the PlayStation Store right now, really cheap, it's $12. And that's Star Wars Battlefront. So if you sold it and you really like Star Wars, but you sold it because it was a hot mess when it first came out, and you just want to pick it up again and play it for nostalgic reasons, probably. That is on sale, so it's pretty cool. The next thing is a hard drive. So WD Easy Store, 4 terabyte external hard drive is $105, and that's 4 terabytes. So it's really good, and it's in Best Buy. You can get it on their website and in the store. The next one is KI, which is Killer Instinct. This one is a definitive edition, so it's physical, and you can get it at Best Buy for $28. But if you do have Gamers Club Unlocked, you can pick it up for $22, which is even cheaper than it's on sale for. So that's really cool. I have that. It does come with a soundtrack as well. And then the last thing I'll mention for Xbox is Batman, the Telltale series. For Xbox One, it's $12.39 in Amazon right now. So check it out. I have that as well. So if you really like Batman or Telltale games, it's a great deal.
Nice. So just a couple games to throw out at you guys. We have Overwatch, which is $39 on Amazon for Xbox. PlayStation, it's $49. So there's a $10 difference between the two systems, but overall that's not really that bad. And then of course just a couple of neat games that we see a lot. Anyone who likes the Call of Duty Infinite Warfare and wants to pick it up for Xbox, it's $17, which I thought was actually pretty cool. PlayStation 4 is $29, which I thought was a really good deal. And for anyone who has been wanting to pick their kids or even themselves up Minecraft, Xbox One has it for $14 on Amazon. And of course, I hear so much about this game that I figure I'll throw this one out, which is Grand Theft Auto 5. Is $36 and $39 on PlayStation, $36 on the Xbox One, and these are all on Amazon. So figure that's neat deals for you guys. Which one I thought was kind of funny was they have Star Wars Battlefront for like $14 for the Xbox One and $12 for the PlayStation 4. But you might as well hold off on that. Seems it's coming to EA Access, so I wouldn't really recommend buying that.
Well, if for the PlayStation, yeah, because they don't have that.
Oh yeah, no,
they don't have EA Access.
That is true. PlayStation is $12, guys. So if you want Star Wars Battlefront for PlayStation, it's $12 on Amazon. So that is definitely a good deal. But if you have EA Access on Xbox, I would definitely hold out.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised the Call of Duty one that you mentioned as well. I'm like, wow, really?
Yeah, the Infinite Warfare, which I thought was kind of cool.
Yeah.
Is on sale for those who, you know, a lot of people I'm sure want to play Call of Duty and stuff before the new one comes out in November, so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody wants to check out the campaign.
Yeah, campaign was actually pretty decent, so.
That's what I hear, yeah.
Yeah, I think I 100%ed that thing. I believe
yeah, I think you did a video about it.
Yeah, I think so. Alright, so there's your dual deals for this week, guys. I hope you guys find some cool games. Next, we are now moving on to the tweets of the week. So, Fox, if you want to start off.
So yeah, these are certain tweets that you guys sent our way, whether they be comments or questions. So we do have some questions from you guys using the hashtag #4gamingden, so we really appreciate that. The first one is from Luca. Shout out to her. She asked if you could choose one game from the PlayStation platform to bring to the Xbox, which game would it be?
Hellblade.
Little Big Planet. No, I'm kidding. What? What you said?
Hellblade. It's a new game that's actually releasing on August 8th. I actually really wanted to play that game, but it's only coming out on PlayStation.
Oh, okay. Nice. I was just going to joke around and be like, yeah, Little Big Planet.
That was a fun game.
Oh yeah, that's a cute game. I have the Little Big Planet. I have all of them. But anyway, I don't think I would care if that's on Xbox or not. For me though, it's a tough one because, well, I could go cliche, right? And I could say Uncharted or Last of Us because that's everybody's favorites. But I'll go with Wipeout. It's a racer kind of thing. I don't know if you ever played it.
No.
But I like Wipeout. It's awesome. I played it on like the PSP and on the PlayStation 3 and stuff like that. They are doing a remastered version for the PS4, which is basically all the same games that I have. So yeah, I would like that on the Xbox. That would be awesome. I like that game a lot.
Bloodborne would have been cool. I would have liked to have seen
well, that's
that one.
Perfect. You answered Luca's question perfectly then, because she loves that game.
Well, it's actually it was a really fun game, but I just didn't really stay playing it too long because of the controller and stuff like that. So
yeah, it's a tough game also. Really tough.
It's like Dark Souls. But alright, so jumping into another question, we have so this one I just thought was actually kind of funny. Fox wrote it down. She asked me what I thought about it. So it's from Matt Hill. He says, "Marry, kill, or bang? Master Chief Marcus Phoenix or Frank West?" Hashtag.
Oh wow.
Okay, so Fox put this question, and I thought it was just hilarious. Fox.
So yeah, SheWulf, you go first. What?
No, I did you first.
No, what?
Yeah.
Oh man, that's a tough one.
I don't know. Frank West.
You know what's funny?
Probably kill.
Me answering this question, and my brother's like back there somewhere. He could probably hear me.
You would marry. I know your order. Or at least you would.
No, you don't know.
You
don't know.
Marry Marcus Phoenix. Definitely.
I didn't say that.
I bet you would. You wouldn't marry.
No,
Marcus Phoenix?
no. I'll bang Marcus Phoenix because he belongs with Anya.
I don't really think that's part of the question, but okay.
All right. So yes, bang Marcus Phoenix. Kill. Oh man. Is it Frank? Yeah, Frank West. Kill Frank West.
Yes, I'd kill him too.
And then marry Master Chief.
Yeah, see, I would
Because he's
switch.
Master Chief.
I would switch Marcus and Master Chief from yours, because it's just. Yeah.
You would marry Marcus.
Yeah.
He's
Anyone
gonna
ever
he's
tried
gonna
to, like,
divorce you and go with Anya. It just is what it is.
Not if
Accept
she's
it.
dead. She's dead, remember?
How dare you bring that up?
Well, she's dead, so.
No, I'm done. I'm done with you. All right, next question. I don't even want to talk to you anymore.
Anyway.
I'm kidding. All right. Oh man, shout out to everybody in the chat. You guys are awesome. The next question is from Sam. He says, if you could reboot a old game as an Xbox exclusive, what game would it be?
Blinks.
I
I think that already was an Xbox exclusive, though.
think it was.
I don't know. That's kind of like the first, but PlayStation brought over. I don't know.
Was it on PlayStation 2 or something like that?
No. I mean, like the first question we had. This is kind of. I don't know.
Oh, like similar?
Yeah.
Well, this is an old game, so like, I would say Legacy of Kain. Like from the Soul Reavers, you know, like that. Or Blood Rain. See, those are older games that I would bring back, and I would like want them on my Xbox.
Blood Rain was a good one. I'd probably do that one.
Yeah.
That was actually a really good.
Yeah. So I wouldn't mind, and I know I played that on the PlayStation. I think
Yeah.
both of them were on PlayStation, so yeah.
True.
Bring them over to the Xbox side. Why not?
True. Alright, so Scrotum says, other than gaming, what are some of your hobbies you enjoy? Drawing. I like drawing.
Obviously.
Fishing, kayaking. I haven't been fishing in a while, though, but I used to love fishing. I don't like really eating the fish. I like catching them and releasing them, but those are probably my hobbies.
Oh, wow.
Obviously being a mom, but...
That's not a hobby. That's a
No,
lifestyle.
Exactly. So, it's pretty much just drawing and stuff like that.
Oh man. Does doing podcasts count as another hobby?
No.
Oh damn.
It doesn't.
I say reading. I like reading, and actually, I think you love reading too. Sometimes I lose track of you for days at a time, and I'm like, where are you? And you're like, oh, I was reading this good ass book, and I'm like, whoa.
When I get stuck in a book, I literally like just disappear.
Yes. So I do the same thing. I read when I'm laying down or going to bed or waking up. I don't read in the middle of the afternoon and stuff, but yeah. I don't know, a lot of my stuff is all around gaming. It's not like before where I had like music and drawing and all the other stuff. I don't do that stuff anymore. So
Yeah.
mine would be like hanging out with family, watching like cheesy stuff with my brothers. I don't know if that's a hobby though.
No, I wouldn't really say that's a hobby, but
Okay, so I'll just say reading because my life is fucking boring now, I guess.
okay. I guess that works. But alright guys, that is it for this week's show. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, all the great topics, segments, and of course, Fox
The
long
debate
rants and yelling at me because that's pretty much what she did. Of course, you can find all of our information in the description below. I was your host, SheWulf, and you can obviously catch me on Mixer where I like to stream, and the Console Corner, which we have every Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time here with the gang, GKB, Magic Mike, and Nukem. And yeah, other than that, I'll hand it off to my other host.
All right. Well, always a pleasure doing these with you, SheWulf. Thank you to everybody in the chat who hung out with us and had some funny shit to say. And thank you to everybody who watches this later. Really appreciate it. You can catch me on Console Corner hanging out with SheWulf and the guys every Tuesday at 7 o'clock, like SheWulf said. I do stream here and there on Mixer with her and with Tim. So yeah, you can follow me on there as well. And I do YouTube videos, so check out my YouTube channel where I do all kinds of videos from Throwback Thursdays to unboxings to opinion pieces. But yeah, thank you all for watching.
Really appreciate it, guys. Thank you everyone for hanging out and tuning into this show. Make sure you guys have a great weekend, and we are out.
Bye!